What is loneliness? Is loneliness separate from solitude? I'm not quibbling about words. You understand my question? To be alone is different from being lonely. Alone means all one. I'm using English language. The dictionary says the word alone means all one. See the significance of that. Aloneness, solitude, and loneliness. So we are asking, what is loneliness? Have you ever discovered for yourself what is loneliness? Or you have never lived with it long enough to see what it is, or being frightened of loneliness, you move away from it and try to fill that loneliness with amusement, literature, you follow, music and yoga, whatever it is. So there is loneliness, solitude, aloneness. How does this loneliness come about? You ask that question, madam. Don't take notes while you are discussing. Then you and I mean, you won't be able to pay attention while you're taking notes. Forgive me for pointing it out. That is, most of us are unconsciously or consciously lonely. Right? How does this loneliness take place? How does it happen? Aren't we, in our actions, in daily life, in our relationship with each other, acting for ourselves? No? For our selfishness. We are all the time acting, living, driving, creating, moving from a center. Our reactions are from a center, right? So this constant activity, which is essentially either withdrawal or resistance, must inevitably create the thing called loneliness. You understand? Look, I'm married. I'm not. I mean, someone is married. Or one has a girl or a boy, whatever it is. Are you really related to that person? Or there is always a barrier, a distance, an interval, a space. I'm using the space in the sense, a withdrawal from the other. Right? That is, you are concerned about yourself. your progress, your success, what you're doing, your ambitions, your vanities, your aggressiveness, and so on, so on, so on. Right? And she's also concerned in a different way about that. So that how can there be a relationship between the two when each person is concerned about himself? I wonder if it's very simple. That's a fact. Right? Now just listen carefully. That's a fact. That fact creates conflict. Jealousy, dominance, identification with the other. That identification is part of that desire to avoid, run away from oneself. All that. You've listened to it, haven't you? Now, right? You have listened to it. Have you listened to it? Or you are translating what is being said to your own, in your own terms. You understand? So that you are actually not listening. Therefore you are avoiding facing the fact that there is this separateness between you and your wife, girl, boy. And therefore there is this constant tension, constant effort, constant struggle. Right? Do you listen to that? Which means by listening to it very carefully, you are beginning to find out for yourself that this loneliness is a movement in which all relationship with another has ended. With nature, with birth, complete isolation. Now, do you see that intelligently? And therefore, the division ceases. I wonder if... And therefore, there is no loneliness. You've understood this? That means, actually, don't theorize about it, end it. Wait a minute, sir, wait a minute, I know. I haven't finished yet. Then there is the question of solitude. Right? Solitude. It's a lovely word. In which is implied, when you're walking alone in the woods, not carrying all your troubles, your problems, your anxieties, you just walk. Looking at the trees, the clouds, the birds, listening to the birds and running water, you're absolutely alone. I mean, in solitude you're enjoying. And when you're alone, completely alone, you have left everything behind you. You understand? Your girls, your husband, your wife, your beliefs, everything is down the river. in that aloneness, there is actually, if you have gone very carefully into it, no division. Right? Do you listen to this? Or is it romantic? You know, what a lovely thing that is. Or you have seen the enormous danger of loneliness brought about by our own selfish, self-centered reactions. If you have seen that, you can go on. You follow? Right.